Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at 3 games from Spin Master Games. Cool, 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 Mine, 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 and Woof, Woof, Woof. And these games are bad, bad, bad. But I want to explain why I think they're bad. I didn't go into these assuming that they would be bad games. These are games that are intended for the mass market, and I get that. But I think games intended for the mass market can be good quality games, and I don't think these are. I think they are, well, let's go through how each one of them plays. I'm going to go through how all 3 of them play, and then we'll come back here and I'll tell you why I don't like them. In this game, you'll have a handful of cards that are different color animals, and, well, that's basically it. You're trying to get rid of all the cards in your hand. And so if there's a card in the middle of the table, when it's your turn, you are either going to play a matching color to that card, or a matching animal, or a matching color. Now, when you play a card, if you have more animals of the same type, you can play as many as you want from your hand. But you also need to make the sound for each animal, whether it's woof or ribbit or what have you. Some of the animals have special effects. If you play a frog, it will skip the next person. If you play multiple frogs, skipping multiple people. I should mention that when you play a red animal, at any point, you don't make the sound. When you play a donkey parade starts. Everyone must play donkey cards in front of them around a table. The first person who can't will draw a card for each donkey that's out there. If it's not your turn, you simply draw a card and your turn ends. If you play a parrot, you copy the sound of the last person who played. There's a chameleon who can be played on anything, and you have to stick out your tongue when you play him. The lion, you must say, hello, Your Royal Majesty, when you play one of them, even if it's red. If anyone makes a mistake about making a sound or not making a sound, then someone can call you out and you'll draw 2 cards. First person to get rid of all their cards is the winner. That's Woof, Woof, Woof. I should mention before I go any farther, at the back of the boxes of these games come with a plastic hanging piece. So what I did here was I ripped it off. And the reason I did that is because when I tried to just peel it off, it peels the back of the box off. So you either peel off the back of the box, or you have the piece of plastic, which is always going to be sitting there. I suppose you could cut it off there, but I don't know what else you can do on that regard. So in this game, you have 8 different collectibles that you can play with. You'll play with one group per person, so you'll take all the cards of that one. You'll shuffle this deck together. Everyone gets dealt a random hand of cards. And what you want to do is you want to have a full hand of cards of the same collectible. To do that, you'll trade at the same time as everyone else. You say, go, and you just say, I have 2 cards. But instead of saying, I have 2 cards, you say, mine, mine. If you have 3 cards, you say, mine, mine, mine. 1 card, mine. 4 cards, mine, 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 etc. Someone will trade with you. You keep doing that until someone has the full set. That person will then get one of these trophy cards here in the middle of the table of that type. And the first person to get 3 trophy cards is the winner. There's also the hype collectible, which is you're going to shuffle the trophy cards and you're going to put one out and be like, ooh, that's the hype collectible. And if you get that set, you'll get 2 trophy cards. So you're trying to get that one more. You can also add these cards in. The no card, which if you have this, you cannot win, and the wild card, which counts as any set. There's a few more rules if you play with that, and you can find those, of course, if you play Pit. At the beginning of the game, you're going to put some rules in the middle of the table. You always use panini and pairs, but you'll add 1 or more rules. There's Vorpal Blade, for example. You'll split the deck up between everyone, and on your turn, you flip face up away from you onto a pile in the middle of the table. So there's sweet, maybe the next one is sick, and the next one is sweet. Oh, that's a panini. That's 2 of the same card with a different card in between them. And then those cards will come underneath your stack. So Vorpal Blade is just Wicket and Slay. If those come up after each other, then there's Slay, there's Wicket. Boom, I got Vorpal Blade. And then there are more rules. Slap Tubular to add a new rule. You can add new rules. The name of the game, Cool, 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 or Cool, Cool, Cool. Speaking of that, I should mention that these are all the cards in the game, but Cool and Cool, Cool and Cool, Cool, Cool are all different cards. So keep that in mind when you're playing. Well, if you play the game. There's Cool, Cool, Cool. Look at him. Anyhow, you're trying to, when someone runs out of cards, because everyone's going to be throwing a card in the middle of the table, when someone runs out of cards, then whoever has the most cards in their deck is the winner. And there's some minor changes for 2 to 3 players, but that's how you play. So there's one main reason I don't love these games, and that's because they're ripoffs. I mean, Mine is Pit. Woof 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 is Uno with making noises and stuff when you go through it, and it's been done before, this kind of game. And Cool 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 is like every other slapping game that's out there. So what makes these games different? Is it the funky artwork? Well, yeah, it has kind of a schoolhouse rock art style to it. But so what? So what? This feels like a lazy design. Like, oh, what do we make? Oh, I know what. Let's remake Pit. But instead of collecting stocks, because stock market's boring, let's collect collectibles. And then the art on all these games, I know that it has that schoolhouse rock. It's okay at best. Now, I played this with fairly easygoing critics. I played this with kids who I thought would like these games, and they all said, "You've showed us so many better games. Why are we playing these?" They didn't like any of them, which is why I'm giving all 3 of these games a rating of 3. Mine is Pit. They tried to make the theme more interesting. I get that. I'm not even opposed to that. Stock market kids aren't going to be like, ooh, I cornered the corn market. Although I did play it as a kid and loved it. But to hear, mine, yeah, that's annoying. I know that's annoying because they've done a whole bit in cartoons about this. And to hear it in person, you might laugh hysterically the first time, but it's all just not very well done. And then you make one of them worth more than the others, so that everyone's trying to get that one. But the person who has 5 cards of it, initially in their initial deal, is already on the good thing. They're not going to trade those away, so everyone else gives up and goes for something else. Just not very good. Woof Woof Woof, the cards themselves don't have any kind of indication on them what they do. You can say, well, the frog's easy to remember. It skips because it leaps over that person, sort of. And you might also say, that's part of the fun of the game, to remember to say, yes, your majesty, or hello, your majesty, or whatever you say to the lion, and make a bah noise for the goat. And then there's the donkey parade. It just slows the game down. And the kids who played it were like, wait a minute. In Uno, if I draw a card and I can play it, this one lets me do it. This one does not. It's worse than Uno. You're right. So we have Mine, worse than Pit. Woof Woof Woof, worse than Uno. And then Cool Cool Cool. There's so many of these slapping games out there where you just slap the table. Yay, that's hilarious. And I know a lot of people like that sort of thing. But this one has 2 rules, which are 2 of the same. But it has a problem with the game. It says flip away from you. Fine, lots of games have the flip away. But almost every one of these slapping games has you flip the card away from you and put it on a stack in front of you. This one has you put it on a stack in the middle of the table. Now, unless you're playing at a very small round table where everyone is equidistant from that center point, it's a real pain for people at the end. They're throwing their cards to the middle of the table. The card table, are you gonna stop and clean it up each turn? I hate this one so much. Cool, cool, cool. I don't like the packaging. That plastic thing's annoying. I think the artwork's meh. It's funny a little bit. I think they're all kind of rip-offs of other games. I don't like any of them at all. So maybe you do. Let me know in the comments. And I'm sure there's going to be people out there who enjoy these. But that person is not me. I'm Tom Vasel, and these games are not good, not good, not good. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.